Hi, it's Andy at AAK, and today I'm here with Professional Motor Mechanics magazine to test out the Rotronics CPX900 battery tester and how it works with the Robis Portal. Before I get the CPX900 on a car, what I thought I'd do is I'll give you a review of actually what it feels like in my hand. It's quite a robust unit with a big fan on the top for the load testing, which is definitely making it more than your average battery tester. We've got the temperature gauge on the back as well to manage the battery temperature in real time, which I think is going to be quite cool. It's got the printer built into the bottom and 6 easy to use buttons up, down, left and right. Nice colour screen, bright, easy to use. So what does it do? It's a 12 and 24 volt battery and electrical systems tester for AGM, EFB and flooded battery systems. What's different about this unit is it carries out 2 types of tests. It carries out the normal standard conductive test, but also carries out a reserve capacity test, which puts a load onto the battery using the resistance coil on top of the unit that actually tests the battery while it's under load. Another really cool feature about this is its Wi-Fi capability. It connects to the garage Wi-Fi, so it will continuously update through the Wi-Fi, so we know we're always using the latest version of this software. Another thing it does is it sends the report that we've carried out when we've tested the battery to the Robis system that we're going to have a look at a bit later on. So let's get this on the car and see how it fares. Now that I've got the battery tester connected, I've inputted all the standard information, but what makes this a little bit different is I've got to input the amp hours of the battery and also the vehicle registration so we can track it on the Robis system a bit later on. What we need to do now is measure the temperature of the battery. It's 12 degrees. So the battery's actually come up as good recharge. It's shown the rating's actually dropped by nearly 100 EN, but the battery itself is still stable at 12.4 volts and can take a new charge on it. So what we would do now is recommend to the customer that the car stays here for at least an hour or so to get the battery recharged, and then we can send the car out and not risk the car not starting in the next couple of days, especially in this cold weather. What I've done is I've attached the battery charging diagnostics system, attached it to the battery, and it's agreed with CPX900. So what it's going to do now is going to start recharging the battery. We've currently got 14 minutes left. It's putting 15 volts in at 13 amps. And we're going to come back, we're going to take the CPX900, go and test the next vehicle and come back and check it once it's all been done. With the second vehicle now, the customer has complained that there's been a couple of issues with the cold start in the morning. So before we get started on the service, the first thing we're going to do is test the battery. And it's an AGM 12 volt on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry out the battery temperature test. And now that's gone in to do the test, it's already come up with replace battery on this one. So this one's not going to do the load test because it already knows that the battery is not going to be able to withstand the load test on it, and it's instantly replaced battery on this one. So we're back in the Insignia now after charging it. We've got the result of good battery tests. So we've done all the bits we've done before, got to this point now. What we're going to do is carry out a full diagnostic system check on the car. So we're going to start the system test and it's going to run us through what we need to do. Right, so that's carried out the full system test by the looks of it. So we're saying a good battery, cranking normal, but now we've got high output. So we'll have to check that now on the results. So we're going to send the results over to the portal and we'll look on the system to see what's coming up on that. I've now logged into the Robis online portal system, which is Rotronics online portal system. So everything that we've done with the CPX900, it sends today. So all the tests that we've carried out will send a report to our online system that enables us to send it to the customer and actually keep track of how many tests we've carried out. So if we ever get any repeating customers, we've got data that we can correlate to go back to see what the state of the battery is moving forward. So I'm going to go now and have a look at some of the reports that we've created today on the cars. So with the Insignia at the start, we got the good recharge, and it gives a little explanation is the battery is in a healthy condition, however it does require charging to be a fully restored battery. So that means that it's kind of like an MOT advisory, that it's not something you need to necessarily do straight away, but it is something that is just to keep on the back of your mind. The green light system is really good. It tells you anything positive about the battery. The battery is good reserve capacity and able to provide power. So they've really kind of broken it down into a customer friendly text here now. So having a document to say that not only is your car being serviced, but your battery is specifically being checked, and now you know the battery is healthy, you can send the car out in confidence and not worry. So we'll go on to the BMW that we tested that failed the battery test. So this is exactly what the customer will receive. So it will say where the battery's been tested, what type of battery it was, and we know on this one it was a an AGM battery, and unfortunately on this time it's all come up as replaced. We've got some real proof here to show that the battery condition is not sufficient to support the vehicle needs, and the battery's insufficient cranking ability to start the car. So if there's not an issue now, there will very much soon be a battery issue on this car. Okay, so now we know that BMW needs a new battery. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the full system test we did on the Vauxhall Insignia. So I'm going to open that one. So we didn't just do a battery test like we did on the last two. This one is the full check of all the electrics on the car. So as you can see, this one's slightly different. It's the same traffic light outlay on this one, but what it has that it didn't have on the last one was the alternator test and the start cranking test. So it shows you the amount of load, what it needed and what it got, and it explains to you quite simply for the customer. For the alternator, the charging output for the vehicle alternator is normal and no action is required. And for the cranking, the starting voltage is normal and the battery is fully charged. So we're able to open both reports on the same portal, print them both out so the customer can see that we've actually recharged her battery and it's all together, and then she's leaving the garage from having her service done with the service light off, the car completely done, and then a full report on her battery, so she knows when she goes out tomorrow to go to the shops, the car's going to start. So what do I think about the CPX900? I think it's a very impressive piece of kit. I think to say it's just a battery checker really understates what this unit is. It's such a robust, nice, easy to use piece of kit. The extra long cables that they've got for when you're testing the battery, so that in fact you can still keep it connected to the battery while sitting in the car carrying out the full test, is so much easier rather than having someone at the front of the car or the back of the car, wherever they're putting batteries these days. I think the fact that it can do the load testing while I'm doing the battery checks is just that extra little bit that I'm not getting from any other battery checker. But also it allows me to do 2 checks in one go. The screen is nice and easy to use, the buttons are clear. There's no extra bits and pieces that I have to do. Everything that I need to use is there. One of the really easy selling points of this is the report you get from the Robis Portal. Your battery's either good, or it's bad, or it needs to recharge, and we can give you options for all three. If the battery's good, you're giving that confidence to the customer to say they've had work done at your garage, they've had the service done, but the battery's good. If the battery's bad, you can tell them. We're talking 200, 300, 400, 500 pound batteries we're checking now. Customers expect a certain spec of report, and I think that's a really good report to give. Something physical to hold in your hand, or even email to the phone. It looks so professional. It's integrated with my name on. It's just a nice, concise report specific to the battery of the car. I hope you've enjoyed the review today, and if you want to learn anything more about the CPX900, please click on the link below, or if you want to see more videos like this, please go to Professional Motor Mechanics YouTube channel, and I'll see you soon for some more videos.